Are you struggling to sort an array in JavaScript by multiple values? You're not alone. Sorting can be tricky, especially when dealing with different data types. Today, we're going to tackle how to sort an array by subject, level, and name. I totally get it. It can be incredibly frustrating when your sorting function doesn't work as expected. You might have tried different methods, but nothing seems to sort your array correctly. Let's dive into this together. Here's the specific question we're addressing. One user asked how to sort an array by subject, then level, and finally by name. They provided a sorting function, but it wasn't working properly. Sound familiar? Let's break it down. So what's the issue here? The sorting function needs to handle multiple data types correctly. When comparing strings and numbers, we need to ensure that we're using the right comparison methods. Let's clarify how to do this. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a pro tip that will make your sorting tasks much easier in the future. To sort the array correctly, the user should first ensure that the comparison for strings is done using the locale compare method. This method provides a more accurate alphabetical comparison. Next, the user should modify the sorting function to ensure that it returns the correct values. The return statement should return negative, 0, or positive values based on the comparison. After that, the user should ensure that the level comparison is done correctly. The current implementation is fine, but it's important to keep it clear. Finally, the user should ensure that the name comparison also uses locale compare for consistency. This will ensure that all string comparisons are handled uniformly. Now, the user can test the updated sort function with the provided array. This should yield the desired sorted order by subject, level, and name. Fun fact, did you know that JavaScript was created in just 10 days? It's amazing how far it has come since then, especially with sorting arrays. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggested by another user is to use the locale compare method for comparing strings. This method improves the sorting of string values, ensuring they are compared correctly in alphabetical order. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests that the comparison function should return an integer. They recommend using a concise arrow function for sorting. First, it checks if the subjects are different, returning -1 or 1 based on their order. If the subjects are the same, it then compares the levels numerically. Finally, if both the subject and level are equal, it sorts by name alphabetically. Now, let's see a response from a different user. An alternative solution suggests adjusting your sort compare function. Instead of returning true or false, you should return 1 for less than, 0 for equal, and 1 for greater than. This ensures proper sorting. For example, change the line that compares subjects to return -1 if the first subject is less than the second, and 1 otherwise. This will help achieve the desired sorting order. Let's move forward and look at another answer. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests sorting the array by comparing the subject first, followed by the level, and finally the name. They use a sort function that checks each of these properties in sequence. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. An alternative approach to sorting the array is suggested by another user. They recommend using the string.locale compare method for comparing strings. Additionally, they propose creating a priority list of the keys to sort by and looping through this list to perform the sorting. Here's the pro tip I promised. Always use locale compare for string comparisons in JavaScript. It handles different languages and special characters much better than simple comparison operators. And there you have it. Your array should now sort correctly by subject, level, and name. Remember, sorting can be tricky, but with the right methods, you can master it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips.